So for example, vegetables, fruits, grains like rice, wheat and all, pulses. These are things we get from plants. Meat, okay, from animals. From animals we get milk. Milk we get from animals. Egg we get from animals. Honey, do you know honey also we get from animals? Yeah, honey is actually made by honeybees, isn't it? Yeah, so that also is something that we get from animals. Then sometimes what happens is we have to kill the animals to get them as food, like meat or fish. Okay, for getting milk we need not kill an animal. For getting egg we need not kill a bird. For getting honey we may not kill the honeybees. But if we want to eat meat, we have to kill an animal. If we want to fish, we have to kill the fish also. Okay, so these are what we get from plants. These are what we get from animals. These are animals eaten as a food. Okay. Now, people, those who eat plants and plant products only, they won't take even milk. Not only milk, curd also they won't eat. Because curd is made from milk. Milk is something that we get from animals. Isn't it? Yeah. They won't eat curd, they won't eat cheese, they won't eat butter, they won't eat ghee, they won't eat anything made up of milk. We call it milk products. Only something that we get from the plants. Okay. So such people are called vegans. Okay. People who eat only plant produced food are called vegans. What do we call them? Vegans. Some people, what do they do is they eat plant products and food we get from animals. Means along with the fruits, vegetables, grains and the pulses, they will take milk, they will eat honey and they will take egg also. Right? So they are called vegetarians. Okay, they take food products and animal products. Then they are called vegetarians. There are some people who eat fruits, vegetables, grains, pulses, milk, egg, honey, fish, meat, everything. So they are known as non-vegetarians. Okay, so we have three kinds of fooding people, or the varieties of food. Okay, usually this is not considered as a food. These are the two, vegetarians and non-vegetarians. People who mostly prefer plant food are known as vegetarians. People who eat meat, fish, egg, everything are called non-vegetarians. Right? Okay. So food are of two categories basically, vegetarians and non-vegetarians. People who eat only plant produced food are known as vegetarians, and the people who eat animal produced food and animals also as a food are known as non-vegetarians. Clear? Okay. Now, how many times a day do we eat food? How many times a day do we eat food? We eat food in the morning. We eat food in the morning. Before we go to school, after preparing ourselves for the school, we eat food. What do we call that food? That food is known as a breakfast. That food is known as a breakfast. So breakfast is a food that we eat in the morning. Breakfast is a food that we eat in the morning. Then we eat food at noon. We eat the food at noon. What do we call that food? That food is known as a lunch. Okay. So we eat food in the morning, that is called breakfast. We eat food in the afternoon, that is called lunch. And we eat food at night. Isn't it? We eat food at night also. And what do we call that food? We call that food as a supper or dinner. Okay, so we eat food in the morning, that is called breakfast. We eat food in the afternoon, that is called lunch. We eat food at night, that is called supper or dinner. But whenever we eat something, we have to follow some habits. Whenever we eat, let it be morning, let it be afternoon, let it be evening or in between, doesn't matter much, but we have to be very careful while we eat something. The first and foremost thing that we need to do before eating or during eating is, before and after eating something, we should wash our hands very well. Because we will be playing, we will be doing something, this and that, and there will be a lot of dirt and all these kinds of bacteria and all these kinds of things in our hand. If we directly go and eat food, what happens? Yeah, all these waste items, this the bacteria and all these things will go into our body. If all these things go into our body, definitely we will be down with some diseases. Okay, so if we have to avoid these kinds of diseases, before eating the food, we should wash our hands. And after eating, definitely our hands will have the remains of the food and all, no? Yeah, when we eat, we mix it with the hand and all the food items will be on our hand. And if we keep it the same, yeah, wherever we go, we will put that waste on the floor, on the wall, on our dress and all. Dirty. So we have to wash our hands. Okay, so before and after eating food, we should wash our hands. Then, do not spill food or water. Spill means make it fall down. We have to eat very carefully from the plate, that food should not fall out of the plate. It is very precious, and we should not waste food also. We should not waste food. Sometimes, if we, for example, we love sweets a lot or chocolate a lot. Your father brought you 5 or 6 chocolates. What should you do? You should take all the chocolates, or you should take only 1 or 2 chocolates? Yeah. What we usually do is we'll take all the chocolates. We may hardly eat 1 or 2. The remaining will be, crushed and pasted and wasted. Should not be done. When we waste some food, we need to remember that there are a lot of people who live on this earth who doesn't have enough food to eat. Right? They do not have enough food to eat. So we have to be very careful with that. Then we should eat very slowly. We should not be in a hurry when we eat something. Slowly chew well and eat. Okay, we have to chew the food well and we have to eat it. That is the way we have to eat something. Then, do not talk while taking our food. We should not talk. When we talk, what happens is, see, the nose also has an opening in the mouth. Okay, the food will go into that. Then, it's a hell. The spice, the masala and all these kinds of things will be creating a burning sensation there. We should not talk. Okay, that is not a healthy practice. And when we talk, what happens? The food items will, it will spitted on the people around us also. That is not a good thing. Then, eat meals at fixed times. For example, we know here now morning at what time? 8 or 8:30 we will have the breakfast. Noon at the school they will follow it. They have a fixed time. Night also, okay, at 8 o'clock I will take my dinner. Fix it. Then drink only boiled or filtered water. We have already seen it. If the water that we drink is not good, not pure, we will be down with a lot of diseases. We should not allow that. Okay, we should not allow that. We should have we have to make it sure that we drink either boiled water or filtered water. Right? Then share the food with everyone on the table. At school, we will be eating the food with our friends. We can share our food. Okay? Sharing is caring. That's a good habit. Okay? But before starting to eat, share it. Not while eating. Please don't do that. Okay? People won't like it. Before starting, okay, I have got chapatis. What is your food? Okay, you got apple. I'll do one thing. I'll give a piece of chapati. Give me a piece of apple. Even if you do not like apple, there is no problem. Okay, I don't want apple, but I'll give you a chapati. That's nothing else. Okay, so we can do both the way. So when we share, other people feel that, okay, they care for us. Okay, so that is a very good habit. So we have to follow these habits when we eat food, and then we will be considered as a good child. Right? So that is the end of the lesson part, and the next class we will deal with the exercise part of this lesson. Okay.